this laughter journey this morning. It's going to be laugh all the way because let's find a reason to laugh about the stories in the papers, okay?
Okay.
So I begin with the Guardian newspaper, and the federal government talks tough as bandits kill over 40 in 1 week. You see, when I see stories like this, I'm like, journalists are really, really wicked people. I think we're wicked. Why are we putting everything together in 1 week again? Why are we emphasizing 1 week? Why are we putting everything together? Okay, so it states order to shoot at anyone found with AK47, banditry becoming too much. Traditional rulers tell Buhari will not negotiate with insurgents. The National Security Advisor said that yesterday and rules out engagement of mercenaries to battle this. And believes President Muhammadu Buhari does believe we have the people, we have the manpower to be able to fight this on our own turf. So yes, no mercenaries is what the federal government is saying. And released to cry extortion, queues, return to NIN centers. I totally think the government needs to do something about this. Whoever is the DG of the National NIMC, National Identification Management, whatever, whoever is that, the head of that unit needs to find a way to set what we call, what's that thing we used to do? Whistleblower. That needs to be a whistleblower policy. Okay. So anyone who has a conversation with you and tells you to pay 5,000 naira, which is what we've been hearing, 10,000, 3,000, to be able to get your NIN immediately, just press record on your phone. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Make sure you record the conversation. Please don't put up your camera such that make sure the person mentions his or our name so that you can have proof, and take that message, send the recording down to us on the bumper breakfast at 08064738133. All right, anxiety as more European nations abandon the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine COVID-19 vaccination drive across the country and across the world. INEC may not make NIN compulsory for voter registration. How we lost over 500 million naira to crisis by Seriki Fulani. Ex-militant tasker Niger Delta governors and 44.68 trillion naira, 13% derivation. All right, what do you have in the Punch newspaper?
On the Punch newspaper this morning, Nigeria's rising debt servicing an economic threat. That's from the SEC. Malami Bawa summoned over forfeited assets and transferred to the AGF office. Reps canvass high allocation, says National Assembly is broke. Vaccination continues, says federal government, as 8 countries suspends rollout. Federal government rules out talks with bandits and opts for crackdown. See, let's be honest, Tomisi. If you want to make light of what is in the papers in our country, it's really very difficult.
It is.
I was
looking for a reason to laugh. I didn't find
one. When you go through the front page, I don't think there's anything to laugh about. UK to stop recruiting doctors from Nigeria. That would be really interesting. We need to look out for that. The UK.
No, but it's not peculiar to Nigeria. It's peculiar
and 46 other countries.
Most of them are in Africa.
We need to know why.
No, the WHO did say why. The WHO are the ones who recommended, they're about to recruit about 50,000 more nurses for the United Kingdom right now. But based on the recommendation of the World Health Organization, apparently, I'm sure one of the reasons the WHO did say that and identified countries they shouldn't recruit from is when you have more doctors in more Nigerian doctors in the United Kingdom than in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, it's a big issue, yeah.
It's a big issue. So they say, okay, don't recruit them. So they don't run to you. They stay in their country to make things work.
But there's something to laugh about in the papers on the Punch this morning. YouTube to deduct taxes from Nigerian content creators. That's something to laugh about.
No, but really,
Nigerian content creators are killing it. I must be really honest.
They need to deduct tax from them. They should.
They've gone beyond the expectation of YouTube.
No, but who is going to get this tax? No.
Okay, let me explain to you. You know, YouTube channels are monetized.
I know.
So at the end of the day, when you create a good, let's take for instance somebody like Brother Shaggy or Taoma.
Okay.
When they put out content, it goes as much as 100,000 views in a very short time, and YouTube has to pay. There is a table for the payment. So every of your posts that goes viral, you have money for it. Now these guys, everything they post goes viral because they have large followership. Imagine Brother Shaggy having 7 million followers on Instagram and now posting a content on YouTube.
Obviously.
Definitely 1 million views. Just like
Obviously.
Mark Angel comedy,
That's
Success
true.
and
Success
Emanuela.
and
They hit 1 million every Friday. I'm telling
God.
you. Yes,
No
in
wonder she could
24
build a house
hours.
for her parents.
Come on now. They hit 1 million in 24 hours. I'm not joking.
Those girls
Anybody
should
can
have a
check it out.
trust fund to go to a good school. They should
Yeah.
have a trust fund to go to a really, really
Mark
good
Angel
school.
is in charge, and I believe it's fair enough because I just pray that his heart will remain like that because Emanuela is a very young girl. Success is very young.
They're very young.
No.
I know Success just joined them quite recently.
Yeah, some few
Few
years ago,
years
unlike
ago.
Emanuela that has always been there. You see, Nigerian content creators, we need to give it to them. They are so good. When brother,
That's
and you
because
see the funny
we're
thing,
talented in the arts.
and you see the funny thing, Tommy, they sit down. Like when I watch Brother Shaggy writing content, I'm amazed. These guys will sit down, write the content, go and cast it, and still edit their work and put it out there. They do what 10, 15 people should do. You see one person doing it. So shout out to Nigerian content creators. I think they're
Well,
doing the best.
really, you didn't answer my question. So
What's your
this,
question?
So this tax that is going to be deducted,
Yeah.
does the Nigerian government get a percentage of it?
No. YouTube now collects
Oh,
tax.
my.
It's YouTube to
So,
deduct.
what
YouTube
it means
pays
is-
you.
So they deduct from your
They
payment.
deduct from your payment.
They should share Nigerian government out of it. We
What
need
has
money.
government got to do with
Because we are
the-
Nigerians.
No.
We need
Don't-
money.
Don't go even go there to me, unless you are joking.
I'm not joking. We need money.
I've just deducted tax from whatever I sent to you this morning. Let's start from there. You have to lead by example. Do you agree?
You didn't send me anything. Are you lying on national
I sent
television?
it in a spiritual way now.
Oh, please.
And Tommy, see, let me tell you something. If I send it to you now, it will be of no value because the bigger one is coming.
Which one?
You see, when you have a sea or an ocean, you don't need some small raindrops like us now. Come on. Please, let's move on, guys. Federal government begins
This is scope. Federal government begins.
selection of 500,000 national power beneficiaries.
Okay, that's the Empower beneficiaries. Okay.
Okay. And man remanded for scamming U.S. state of 8,000 COVID-19 funds. That's really.
Please tell me it's not in Nigeria.
Tommy, let's leave bad news for bad people. Let's go to the next papers.
Really?
On the Nigerian Tribune this morning, how 2023 politics tempting high rate of dollars are encouraging drug trafficking.
2023 politics? Really?
And tempting high rate of. Guys, you need to check that out on page 27. This is the Nigerian Tribune, please. Inadequate funding, logistics constraining effective Amotekun operations in Southwest. The CBN reopens portal for 50 billion naira economic stimulus package. I'm happy they've reopened it too. They shut it down earlier.
Are you planning to register?
Well, no, but I heard a lot of complaints from people. As a father figure in the society, they tell us
Which
about
father
this.
figure?
I am Mr. Macaronia in the same team.
Oh, so you're a content creator too, like Mr. Macaroni?
No, not to that extent.
You're
But,
the tax collector.
why are you like this?
I'm just
on
wondering what
today?
it pays you now for you to keep using.
Bandits
Father figure.
kill 7 in fresh attack in Kaduna. Ranching, Fayemi not ceding Ekiti lands to headsmen, and that's from APC. Southwest leaders meet in Ibadan next week over insecurity. Gunmen kidnap 2 students and lecturer in Edo State. Niger government closes public schools for 2 weeks. Okay, that's Niger.
No, I
It's
think it's
Niger.
Niger government.
Okay,
The
Niger
Niger State
State.
government.
Niger State, okay. Insecurity, Buhari, NSA talks tough. I think we had that already. Niger Delta government absent as Buhari inaugurates NDDC building. That's interesting. You know, the news has been making rounds recently where the Ibori loot that was returned, the Niger government personalities said that money should be returned to them
To Delta State.
so that they can use it to. But what do you think about that?
Really, my candid opinion,
Your truthful opinion?
take that back to Delta State. Put a machinery in place to just for equity, to obey the law for equity. Plateau State Governor, I remember in the days of Darie, the money was returned to Plateau State.
Yeah.
In the days of Alamesia, the money was returned back to Bayelsa State. So in
Yeah.
the days of Ibori, but you see the fear of the federal government is also very valid.
So they don't steal it again.
But apparently, the Ibori family is so respected and so accepted and so held in high esteem in that community, in that entire state, that it almost seems like giving them the money is handing it back to Ibori.
But let me be clear with you.
But I think they can put
Tell me
machineries
something.
in place to monitor the
Forget about this is what I think the federal government should do. Don't give the money to Delta State, but do federal government projects in Delta State
with the money.
with the money. Look at the Benin Saple Road. It's an eyesore. You can't drive through. The last time I was to land in Benin in the evening, I was told to sleep at the hotel in Benin because going by night on that road is not safe. There's a narrow bridge that is a bottleneck road. Everybody needs to go one at
Go
a time.
through. Very true.
And everyone is on one way. The other side is condemned. So and it's a federal road. There are a lot of things the government can do without money.